Hey guys, it's Super Games or Adam. Welcome back to another one of my top 5 videos, and today we're going to be doing the top 5 best weapons here on Zetsubou no Shima. Before we get into this top 5, I want to ask you guys a quick question. In the comments below, let me know what top 5 you guys want me to do next, but I don't want to do like a top 5 weapons since not all the DLCs have been released yet, so I want to do a map specific top 5 like I am doing here. So let me know in the comment section below. It can be for Zetsubou, Draka, the Giant Shadows. Whatever comment has the most likes will probably be the next top 5 that I will do. For this top 5, we are only going to be going over weapons that are actually in the box. We're not going to be including any wonder weapons, or the KT4 does not count for this list, and along with the skull, of course, we're not going to be putting that on this list as well. And like always, huge shout out to all of my followers on Twitter helping me out with this top 5. If you guys want to help me out with future top 5s, link is in the description to my Twitter account, but let's get into it. So starting our list off is the ICR, and I was a little surprised that so many of you were tweeting this to me. And after I used it, I totally understand why people like the ICR here on Zetsubou no Shima. And the weapons on this list, of course, are good on this map. They may not be as useful on other maps, but for the weapons on this list, they're very good for Zetsubou no Shima, and the ICR is a great example of that. It kills the Thrasher pretty effectively. Like, in the higher rounds, even if you don't have this thing Pack-a-Punched, it does a good amount of work against Thrashers. Now, of course, it's not a weapon you want to have all the time. The ammo for this weapon is a little low Pack-a-Punch, and even non-Pack-a-Punch it's quite low, but if you ever get this out of the box for some reason, or you need a weapon or something like that, and you get the ICR, don't hesitate to use it because it's pretty damn good. It's going to kill the Thrashers quickly, and if you get dead wire on it, use it for that reason, then you have a weapon that will, of course, get you kills, and also if you need to take out Thrashers, you have a weapon that will do that. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have the first new weapon, and that's the MX Grand. And the MX Grand is great. It's a really fun gun to use. I got one complaint about it though. I hate that you cannot manually reload this weapon. It's actually kind of ridiculous. And the non-Pack-a-Punch version, that's where you really notice that that feature where you cannot manually reload, because you only have 8 shots in a clip, and there are so many times where you have 1 or 2 shots left over and you want to have a full clip for that next wave of zombies, so you actually have to waste that ammo just so you can reload, and you end up wasting a lot of ammo because of that. That is really annoying. I'm not sure why they did that. Okay, I understand that in multiplayer, but in zombies, nah, it just does not work. The upgraded version, though, is a lot better because you have 30 shots in a clip now, so that's way better. You don't really have to do that so often, and then you have 300 shots in reserve, so a total of 330 shots for a semi-automatic rifle. It's really good. This thing is... it's just a fun gun to use. I wouldn't necessarily say it's like super effective. It is pretty effective, but overall, it's just a really fun gun to use on this map. Coming in at number 3 on my list, I have the fan favorite HG40, or the MP40, whatever you want to call this thing. It's the same thing, and I love this weapon. Like, I absolutely love this weapon. I really like what they did with it. It's, of course, the MP40, and I love the upgraded name Afterburner 2.0, but it's the MP40, but there's a modern twist on it, and it feels great. It's not too powerful, and it gets you a lot of points, so it has that nice balance, because the MP40 in World at War and Black Ops 1 was exactly that. It wasn't too powerful. It was pretty effective in those earlier rounds, but it got you a lot of points, and the HG40 does the same thing. They got it just on freaking point, and it's just such a fun gun to use, because we think of the MP40 when we use it, but at the same time, it's different, so it's kind of like a fresh take on the MP40. It feels familiar, but at the same time, it feels new. I think they did an excellent job with this weapon, and when you're playing Zetsubou no Shima, this is a weapon that you have to get. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have the Haymaker, and you guys knew that this weapon was going to be on this list. I think this is the best box weapon in Black Ops 3 Zombies because it's on every single map. Now, there is a weapon that I think is a little bit better than the Haymaker on this map, but overall I think the Haymaker is hands down the best weapon in Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's so effective. It melts zombies like probably to like round 35-ish. Of course, after that, every regular weapon really doesn't do that good, so it does a good job, especially like from round 20 to 30 when things kind of start getting a little intense. This thing just melts zombies all around you. On top of that, I think it's the most effective weapon against the Thrashers, even better than the Marshall 16s. I tested out both of them, and the Haymaker just absolutely demolishes the Thrashers. This is probably the weapon you want to have when you're doing the Easter egg. Of course, the Skull is handy too, but you can't use it all the time. The Haymaker, when you're doing that boss battle, is going to save you. And what else is there to say about the Haymaker? The Haymaker is literally bae. So coming in at number 1 on my list, I have the Marshall 16s. And come on guys, you knew it was going to be somewhere on this list. When I asked you guys on Twitter what your favorite weapon is on Zetsubou no Shima, what your favorite weapons are, you guys absolutely lit up my timeline with Marshall 16s, and I couldn't agree more. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I like this weapon so much. First of all, it's a new weapon, and as you guys can tell, I like the new weapons because I have 3 out of the 4 new weapons in Black Ops 3 Zombies on this list. It's a new weapon, it's just nice having something new, and it's just as powerful as the Haymaker, so it's like a different version of the Haymaker, which is nice. Second of all, it's dual-wield shotgun pistols. Who wouldn't want that? It's got a ton of ammo in the non-pack-a-punched and the pack-a-punched version, and these things are incredibly fun to use. Now, I don't think they are as effective as the Haymaker is with the whole Thrasher thing. I think the Haymaker takes out the Thrashers faster, but these things melt the Thrashers as well. It's also really helpful for just clearing out zombies in front of you. If you throw dead wire on this, just like the Haymaker, you can get killed with dead wire, and if you need to clear out some zombies in front of you, you have an amazing weapon to do that. And also, of course, this weapon is amazing for the boss fight. You have a ton of Thrashers to deal with when you're doing the boss fight. This is definitely an awesome weapon to have. And I should also mention that all the weapons on this list are going to take out that spider boss really fast. So if you want a good weapon for that, just pick really any weapon on this list. Of course, I'd recommend the Marshall 16s or the Haymaker. Those 2 weapons absolutely just destroy the spider boss. So anyways, guys, that is all for now. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave it a thumbs up. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, what top 5 you guys want me to do next? If you see a top 5 commented by someone else that you want me to do, just make sure to leave it a thumbs up, and the comment with the most likes I will do next. Peace out.